Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 50, Day 6. It is a yellow day, and today, well, other than that, we're going to be going and showing the 2 new troops that are coming out tomorrow. Technically 3, because we're also going to be getting one on Bounty Hunter this Friday. Also, Bounty Hunter is this Friday as well. So let's just go bring that up real quick, wherever it is. I believe this is it, and yes it is. Right there. Yep, let's go make that a little bit more full screen so it actually shows properly. And then we'll go over them. Get that down, good enough. And let's go show these 3. So the one related to the invasion itself isn't too bad this time around. Deals damage to an enemy and is boosted based on all gold. Last I recall, it's a 1-to-3 boost ratio. Meaning without any merchants or anything, you'd be getting around 33 extra damage onto him when you had full magic capacity, which is, or full gold capacity, I mean. But, well, you know, highest damage possible. But 33 onto that definitely isn't too bad. I believe with late game stats, that's above a 60 hit per cast. So that's definitely pretty decent, being able to hit like 60, because then you get 180 with just 3 times, and then as high as 300. With probably even a little bit higher than that due to other stats and such once you actually get it to fully max. So could be useful. It does have greedy, so you do gain even more gold from just extra turn spamming, even if you didn't have anything else. And of course he has the standard do more to bosses, though of course that's not that relevant. For the most part, you probably wouldn't even bother trading this thing, though we will be just because we have the excess of it, but still not really much of a need to. It's mainly just to use to get the raid done easily and specifically kill out the boss itself. Next up, we have the Snake Charmer, which I don't think is going to have any good synergy. It's an ultra rare from, of course, the Leonis Empire. Most relevant thing probably next week is, of course, event keys. Divine Ishbala is in the event key drop table, and Corvash. Also, there's a chance to get a mythic. It's a pretty horrible mythic, but a mythic nonetheless. But anyways, it creates 9 purple, and it summons a Sandcobra. Sandcobra is pretty underwhelming, and 9 purple is also pretty underwhelming, especially for like 11 mana costs and such. With no other extra side effect. It does have Magic Link, which is nice, but other than that, I don't really foresee it ever really being used, like ever. So, yeah, it's pretty much just going to be dead content. Speaking of dead content, new weapon will be this thing. All it does is really help you gain gold, destroy an enemy's armor, and gain a bunch of gold, boosted by armor destroyed, which isn't really going to get you that far. And as far as damage output, all it's doing is armor tier with nothing else. Maybe if it double armor tiered or triple armor tiered or something like that, it could be okay. Like if it armor tiered the one below, kind of like some troops do with their damage. If it did that, then it would probably be decent. But no, it only does it to 1. It only gives you gold. So why would you ever bother using this? Even if you needed gold on something, there's so many other troops you would use to burst that gold, not this thing. So yeah, you'd get it, of course, for collection purposes. But other than that, you would never really touch this weapon. So keep that in mind. Anyways, that's everything with the current event. Let me go and close this down, get that out the way, and go from there. Let me just go move this back into its little tab. Put it right over there, and this should be fine. Anyways, let's go do Guild War now. We're going to be doing Yellow Guild War Day. I had my Bard set in hopes that we could actually win some of our defense. I was thinking of possibly using it for Guild Wars today, though I opted not to. But let's see, how did our defense do? We only went 0-2. We only had 2 opportunities. Actually, we didn't win a single time all week. Though, of course, we do have lower stats. We are the lowest in the guild right now, so we don't have any bonus stats. So we have the lowest stats you could ever really have in Guild Wars. So that's contributing to it some. But still, wasn't able to get a single win off of any of these. So we'll probably get some better data once we're more towards the mid-range of the guild. We're currently a little bit behind, but we have several people who haven't done barely a single battle. So we're going to be running with this. Divinia, Infernus, Ubestedt, and Divine Ishbala. What's nice about this is you can see he already is running Drain Spam. But we're running Divinia first slot in the hopes that we will be able to use this immune to mana drain as well as mana burn. But of course the relevant part is mana drain, so that we don't lose our mana on this, get our mana up, throw it down, and just go crazy from there with red explosions. Not even Spirit Fox can stop us, not Famine, not anything. So that is pretty much the game plan then, is to just keep spamming that and hoping that it works out. Also, hello everyone. Hello JZG. Hello Zeddicus. Hello Marcelo. Hello Demon Angel. Hello Mehmet. Hello Dragon Ball Z fan. Hello Metalaris. Hello Adam. Hello Jedi. Hello Treelin. And hello Hyper. Welcome everyone. Did you miss Guild War? No, we haven't started yet. I was just going over the troop or the new stuff from next week. I know, summon a sand cobra. Oh, by the way, for any of you that don't know what a sand cobra is, for any of you that might not know what it is, this useless thing. Where is it? It's this thing. It poisons disease and stuns an enemy. It used to have charm, but then they got rid of it. It was going to be a 9 mana cost that also had charm, but they got rid of it. It would actually be viable if it did still have that charm. I think they gave it stun instead of charm, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it would have been so good if it actually had charm. But anyways, they gave it Stone Link and has Agile. It's not really that great. It's not the most horrible thing out there, but it's definitely not the greatest. Its ability itself is pretty bad. Its traits are okay. Anyways, let's go see what we can do here. We have everything set up. It is indeed a yellow day, so not messing that up. And let's get into it and hope we don't get completely destroyed by mana drain spam. We have a safety of this in first slot, so hopefully that'll be enough to get through. But this board does not look like too good of a starting board, so we'll have to see. I'll take a bunch of mana here. He's just going to drain a good majority of it. But oh, wow, we actually turned it. Very nice. Okay, so hopefully this will get him to full mana. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we're good to go already. Let's just keep spamming Infernus. Maybe get an Ubistet in there. Feels like we're just doing a normal PvP team at this point. How do I go about this? Do I Ubistet or do I Skull? I think I Ubistet, throw down Explosion, and go from there. There we go. Get another Infernus down. Get another Infernus down, and that's match already. I don't think we're going to get that lucky on all of them, but that's ideally what happens literally every time when using this team. Hey, we got Ultra Ingot for it. But this is what we're basically aiming for every battle. Another Drain. This time with Stun, so we do have to be wary of that. We do have Cleanse off of Divinia, if nothing else, so we do keep cleansing everything constantly. Oh, Charm would be way too overpowered on 6 mana cost. It'd have to be at least 9 if they did. It was going to be 9 originally. It was going to be 9 without Stun, but with Charm is what it was originally going to be. But then they changed it last minute for whatever reason. I'm not even sure why they did that. It would have been a really viable common if it still had Charm. Anyway, we'll take that yellow over. I'm trying to move the reds away from each other so we have a wider spread here. I don't know, do we go for Infernus or the other thing? I think we throw Infernus here. So we'll do that. Then we'll go for Divinia. Ooh. Ah. He had to get that stun earlier, didn't he? It's actually pretty unfortunate. I am going to go for an Ubistet here just because I don't want to have to deal with half his team. So we'll get that killed. Now the only thing we really have to worry about is another Corvash. Get this back down. That could have been a bit better. At least he doesn't use red or anything like that. But we're going to have a slight issue in that he's just going to drain us again. And unless we get unstuns, which we can do pretty easily. He's just going to go for that skull, and we're going to go take this. As long as he doesn't get full mana, so it's fine. So get that off. He now can't get this one, if nothing else. He's still going to get the other one, but oh well. He can't drain that, so we're fine. And we're already in Ubistet range, and then it goes. Oh, that could have gone a little bit smoother, but still goes down. Could have gone a lot smoother, actually. At least it's one of the earlier battles. Won't affect us too much. Hey! That's almost our team right now. Except he's using... apparently he doesn't have Infernus. Or he's just opting to use Mark Color. I was thinking about using Dawnbringer on this team. And like getting rid of Infernus and having Bard there. Maybe we'll try that next time around. And see how that works. But yeah, definitely don't really need Storm Shield. That doesn't do too much. But the premise of this team is definitely pretty decent for it. Still just need to tweak it around to see what will work best. Gonna move all that down for a mass explosion. And we're already right back to full. I guess we just Infernus into Ubistet. That should already be in kill range of something. Ideally, it would be a Ubistet, but I don't think we have it at the moment. So we'll just go and throw another explosion down. Oh, he has Ubistet, but luckily it's nowhere near killing. Actually, I shouldn't say nowhere near. It's, we're actually dead. We are actually dead. That is not good. Huh, how do we do this? We're going to lose a troop guarantee right here. I guess we check to see what Ubistet will kill. And from what I can see, it's going to kill these two. Are you in kill range, though? Let me go get the calculator out. The almighty calculator. Are we in kill range? Looks like we are, but let me double check. 21 plus 36 plus 46. Too bad Enrage doesn't boost it. Plus 33. Plus that awkward moment when that being upgraded would actually help us. Plus 35. I never even thought about that, but it technically would give like half a damage to Ubistet if we actually had her upgraded. plus 47 plus 35 and plus 37 again. And that gives us a grand total of 290. Divide that by 4. And it looks like we're in range, but let's just add it just in case. Plus 27. And it looks like we'd have 99 damage. And he is indeed below 99. He's currently at 87. So that should get the kill. Both of them. Unfortunately, that goes down as well. Not anything we could have done about that. And that's pretty much matched from there. We just throw Infernus, then Divine Espala, and it'll die to that. Or just another Infernus, that works too. And then it goes. But unfortunately, we did lose Divinia there. Got hit with a pretty big burst and just couldn't survive. So we do lose a handful of points from that. Another first slot Scion, which isn't as bad given that we're using Divinia. If we weren't using Divinia there, that'd be really annoying, but we are, so it's fine. What else do we need? I guess we just go grab a Yellow Surge, because if we give him a Skull, that's completely irrelevant, given our first slot that we're using right now. And if he tries draining it, it's also irrelevant. So move that over. Take a Skull. Still need Scion to go down, though. So, I guess we throw Infernus and hopefully it hits some of that. Okay, it does. Perfect. Now we just throw Ubistek, kill the front two, keep exploding, go from there. So we do that. Ow. At least it's not dead yet. Doesn't have any skull reduction, which means we do lose a decent amount of points every single time it tries damaging us. But we'll do this into another Divinia into pretty much win, even if it goes for a skull or something here, which it doesn't. And speaking of skull, I think we will actually go for it. Oh, no, we won't. It's already low enough that we can just go for explosion, get our mana that way, and kill it out with that. And there we go. 5-0. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to 5-0. If we don't 5-0 with this, there's something wrong. It's pretty much just the meta, except Divinia instead of Divine thingy. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Except we have better immunity against mana drain. If anything, it's almost better against these teams. The ones that are like all mana drain spam like this. Okay, we'll go for purple into yellow. Actually, let me go to yellow just in case we don't surge. And we did, but plenty enough mana. Go take a brown. Go explode everything. Got Ubistet, except we don't have the damage for Ubistet. Ooh, he better not get Famine. I think he'll be blocked enough that he doesn't. That could still happen. Just gonna let him drain it. Yeah, he just goes for Skull, that's fine. Or try to drain it, I should say. Obviously, he can't actually drain it. Oh, he's gonna get a full drain on everything. That I cannot stop. But luckily, we can just get our mana right back. So, let's go and throw Infernus down. I'm not gonna bother taking that. Throw Infernus down. He'll go do something. Hopefully not Scion. Ooh, he got the kill. Ooh, okay, now we're in trouble. Okay. Well, now we're actually have a bit of a problem here. Nope, never mind. We're not going to get that 5-0. That sets us back way too much, I think. Because we don't have a hit right here. He's going to get Famine. So I have to get full mana right now. Plus he just drained us. Yeah, I think we lose. Let's see. Take Brown over. He throws Famine. I hate drain spam so much. What else do we need? We'll go take a... Whatever we take right now, mana on, he's just going to Spirit Fox away. Let's move it over there. Take whatever skull comes up. That needs to go down. Luckily, we have Enrage. So if nothing else, it'll die off of that. But we'll go move that over. Get a little bit of mana. He's still just going to get another Famine, though. Unless we can do enough damage right now. I don't think we can. We'd have to hit this into some kind of miraculous skull. And that's obviously not going to happen. Oh, but that can. Wow. Okay. Well, I can work with that. Get that down. Get a Ubistet. And I think that is the match. A little bit of a shaky last match, but a last match nonetheless. Well, that hurt our score for sure. Unfortunately, it's going to be like 9,300 because the 2 troops we lost. Yeah, exactly so. But it still came through. But yeah, that was a really shaky final battle with all that drain spam. Unfortunately. Well, that's that. We're not going to be making PvP leaderboard. We are pretty close, but not close enough that it'd be worth the time. I think we need like 10,000 points. It's actually pretty high this week for whatever reason. I don't know why it's so much higher this week than it was the last several weeks. But it's already at 36,000, and by the end of tonight, it's probably going to be almost 38,000. So with that being said, it's definitely not worth the time, so I'm not going to bother going the rest of the way. We'll just take the normal reward. But still going to do a little bit more PvP, because we still need the ingots and everything. That doesn't change. Actually, let me go convert everything over and see how close we are. I believe we're almost at max ultra rares. We only need 2 more left, and by 2 more, I mean like 1.5 more, because we're pretty much already there. Also, Soulforge had nothing good this week, so there's a good chance that we might get something okay next week. We'll have to see. But anyways, let me go and convert all these over. We don't have too many to go convert, but still have a few. So we'll get that in there, get 4 ultra rares. And I believe that brings us to about 14 or so ultra rares, which means we're only need 1.5 more weapons or so. Let me go double check it. So go to troops, go to, what am I looking for? I'm looking for ingots. So go under weapon, go under rarity. That's not where rarity is. Rarity. And see how close we are at this point. Also, hello, Adam. Welcome. Yeah, I hate when we have to get, like, recoveries like that. You can get really unlucky sometimes, though. Especially against Scion when it just feels like trolling you. Oh, wow, we're almost there. We might even get it by the end of the stream. Then we only need 1 more. So we'll definitely have that by the end of the week. Actually, we technically already have it now. Since we're not making a leaderboard, we automatically get 3 ultra rare ingots from the Monday thingy when it switches over. So now we only need 1 more. Yeah, so by midway next week, we will have every ultra rare weapon maxed out. So we are right on top of doing that. Very nice. A non-mythic dragon team destroyed you on the 2nd today. Sometimes it's just designed to lose. Dragon Soul into another dragon like KrissTigger is still insanely high damage. Gotta be really careful around it. It's not meta anymore, but Dragon Soul plus KrissTigger is an insanely strong combination of troops. At one point, it was the strongest combination in the game. Obviously, these days, not so much. Even though it hasn't been changed at all, it's a lot weaker these days. But it's still very, very strong. It can win out of nowhere if it keeps getting lucky enough. He just keeps doing Dragon Soul into KrissTigger into Dragon Soul into KrissTigger, and it can infinitely loop that with enough luck. Okay, we'll go and... which one's the biggest threat at this point? I guess Suna, just because I don't want to have to deal with her higher HP. Not because she's actually useful, but just because she lives a lot longer if she does get her hit off. Okay, we'll go take that over. Get another explosion down. And I guess 1 more. Also, that reminds me, if you want to get the new legend, don't forget to do that before the end of the week. You still have a few more hours if you want to throw event keys for it. She won't be in the drop table for another month. And I believe there's some stuff coming out next Kingdom that she's okay with. Because a good majority of next Kingdom, as we can already see from the spoiler thread, are Daemons. And I believe it's bringing in a new Daemon Mystic as well. I forget if it was useful or not, but they are bringing in another Daemon Mystic. So currently the only one in the game is Famine, which obviously most people don't have laying around. Are you waiting for 4.0 to start your new character? Yes, I'm going to be starting it probably a week after 4.0. Pretty much right on top of 4.0 though. Maybe I'll start it ever so slightly before, but I kind of want to wait till after, because I'm going to be really busy for the first several days of whenever the patch does come out, doing guides on various stuff within the patch itself. So, yeah, it's probably going to be the or maybe not the Monday, but it's probably going to be approximately 1 week after 4.0. We'll be starting the new account. And of course, it'll be 100% free to play and from scratch. Okay, let's go take the revenge. Really annoying to have to take out Drake Riders, but still it's a revenge battle, so might as well go for it. Take purple over, grab all the mana, throw in Furnace, go from there. Get a nice Ubestead in there for a double-double. Hopefully it's the first 2. Nice. There we go. And now we just need to deal with these 2. Just need to get a nice Furnace in there, go for Ubestead, go from there. We'll get that down. Throw in a Furnace down. And now we can just double Ubestead that. Or at this point we could even just double Furnace it and just kill it with a Skull or something, which isn't currently available, but we'll just move that over and kill it with that. Actually, could just kill it with Skull as well. But down it goes. Why don't I do the videos? Because I don't know if I have permission to do that. Even if I do it in the beta, I don't know if that'd be allowed. Because there's still glitches and stuff in the beta. Let's see. We'll go through that down. How do you get that shield? It is currently impossible to get this shield. It was from an old event a couple months back. And unless you got it during that event, it has never been available since that event so far. It might be in the future. But even if it is, lately they've been trying to sell them for like $5. Not the ones from this though, like the older ones. As far as some of the more newer ones, like Divine Protector, which we're using right now, they're probably going to add it into the game in some kind of new feature in the future. There's none coming in next patch that's going to be bringing it in, but sometime in the future they're going to be bringing those old weapons back in some way, shape, or form. Maybe in Soulforge, maybe in some kind of minigame. I don't know, but we'll have to see. But at this current moment in time, it is literally impossible to get this weapon by any means, which is unfortunate because it's pretty much the strongest weapon in the game right now, or at least one of them. Yet by the time it actually gets added to the game, it probably won't be even good anymore. It's actually probably always going to be good to some degree. The vines are never not going to be good, that's for sure. They might be a little bit weaker than they are now, but they're definitely always going to be decent. Kind of like goblins. They can add freeze everything on first turn, which would be the hardest counter to them ever, combined with gob chompers. And even if that team existed, people would still use goblins on occasion just because it's so strong. You're level 400 and determined to get a Dawnbringer as soon as possible. What is the best way for you to go about this? Keep spamming Arena over and over and over and over and over again until you have Dawnbringer is basically the best way to go about that. The next best method would require owning Fairish Ra or multiple Fairish Ras, in which case you would run a team similar to that of Dragon Soul, Fairish Ra, Azurus, and either a second Azurus or an Umberwolf or a hero using Necromancer using Darkstorm. Either of those three options. But you'd kind of need a Fairish Ra in order to push it up to higher rates in Arena. You could try it with Dragon Soul, double Azurus Umberwolf, or Dragon Soul, double Azurus hero using Necromancer with Darkstorm. But the biggest issue with that is if you were to just do Arena, while technically the team I just mentioned with Dragon Soul and all that would be more souls per hour, it would overall be more progress still doing Arena, because you're gaining 2 EXP per battle for your hero class, plus you're gaining ingots every single time, and a few other resources as well. Whereas if you were just running it for challenges or something else, you would only be gaining souls specifically. So yeah, pretty much just spam Arena. If you don't own Fairish Ra, pretty much the best method to get souls is to spam Arena over and over again. Ideally, you'd want to have as high of a soul bonus as possible. You can get up to 50% from your guild. You can get Celestial Armor, obviously, if you don't already have that, or Death Knight if you bought Death Knight. And then just keep spamming Arena, because those bonuses do increase the amount of souls you get from it. Also, having your Moon upgraded a little bit higher. That does very little, but still a few percent, still a few more than what you had before. What's the best mana drain team? Depends what you're up against or what you're using it for. Generally, you either do like 2 mana drainers with a bunch of mana generation, or you just go into a 4 times mana drain, something like a Corvash with Famine, Spirit Fox, and maybe just 1 mana generator like Ragnagord. Most drain teams are centered around Scion though, so you can go something like Scion, Ragnagord, Famine, and then Spirit Fox or something like that. That's what you actually saw during the Guild War things. You can also see it with Corvash occasionally. Corvash is pretty popular because it gets rid of things that have immune to mana drain. There's currently no troop that has immune to mana drain that also has immune to stun. So Corvash is a pretty hard counter to that, since he's the best stunner in the game. So he basically bypasses that. Also, the best mana drain team is going to be based on a new comment coming into next patch, oddly enough. The best mana drain team in the entire game starting next patch is only going to use 1 single troop to mana drain. It's going to be really, really funny. But yeah, Next Kingdom, we already know what's coming in Next Kingdom, and it's has one of the best commons ever added to the game if they don't nerf it. It's going to be hilarious. It drains mana from literally everything, your entire team and the entire enemy team. But the thing that you can do is, of course, if your team has immune to mana drain in entirety, or at least in part, then you're not going to be losing your mana, whereas the entire enemy team is going to be losing its mana. So it's basically going to be like a 10 mana cost Famine, essentially, is what it's going to be. So that's going to be pretty funny. It doesn't have damage, though. It gains life instead, but it's basically a 10 mana cost common Famine. So any of you that don't have Famine, you're getting him in the next patch for only a 10 mana cost, and he'll be in gold keys, very easily to be able to obtain. Is it going to be a Mang or Earth's Fury week next week? It's a neither. It's a Mang-like weapon but all it does is gain gold. It's a yellow-purple weapon that gains 23 gold boosted based on armor destroyed. And that's it. It's very, very weak. There's no point to get the new next week weapon unless you want it for collection purposes, which obviously you probably want to get it for collection purposes, is because kingdoms do require it to upgrade and everything. But yeah, it is very excessively underwhelming, the weapon coming in next week. Also, I'll probably record the tonight the video. I've been meaning to do that for a while now, but the video going over the top 10 best legendary weapons to upgrade. Because there really isn't much you need to go over mythics, because no one really has enough to upgrade a mythic. I don't think a single person has a plus 10 mythic weapon currently. And there's no need to really go over epic and below, just because basically the way that you upgrade epic and below is you do it based on which kingdom you need to upgrade on. So if you need a kingdom upgrade for a kingdom, you just go do it that way. How do you see always the enemy team? To be able to always see the enemy team, you would have to spend, I believe, $30 or $40 on the game. I believe it's 40. Generally, this is done by people who buy the Death Knight pack, but it's from VIP 3. There's only 2 excessively good things that the VIP system gives. Well, there's several things that it gives, but there's only 2 excessively relevant ones. And that is free scouting at VIP 3, which is $40, and VIP keys at VIP 5, which is $130. VIP keys actually aren't as relevant these days, because for whatever reason, gem keys are actually better than it now. Not at getting mythics or anything, but because ingots are in them, they're still technically overall better value, just doing gem keys. So really not much of a need to have VIP 5 these days, though they could change in the future. But VIP 3, yes, is very, very useful. You just get Death Knight normally would be the purchase that people would do for it. And then you would have not only Death Knight for all of its extra bonuses, but you'd also have free scouting. If you were to make like any one purchase in the game, that's pretty much the one you would really go for. Most other ones aren't really that worth it. But yeah, it's just from the VIP system. It's something you kind of like forget about that it even exists, but it does exist. It actually takes like 8,000 something dollars to actually get all the way up to VIP 20. It's some kind of absurd amount. It's just ever so slightly above $8,000. I've only ever spent about 220, I want to say, over the course of 3.5 years. I think it comes down to like $5.50 per day. I mean, not per day. No, that would be absurd. But $5.50 per year, I mean per month. I'll say the right one eventually. Is about how much I've spent on this game, about 220 or so over the course of 3.5 years. But yeah, it's mainly VIP 3 which is giving it, which is $40 if I'm not mistaken. But it gives free scouting and a few other things. And VIP 5 is the other one people tend to stop at, which is $130, which is VIP chests. And of course, you still keep getting more stuff by every single one. Like with VIP 6, we actually got 25% more gold, which is pretty nice. Because I believe you can only ever have like 100% gold. Or realistically, only 100% gold. Once you actually, really, it starts getting like ridiculously high. VIP 10, I believe, is 790. And I know VIP 20, which is all of that, is $8,290, I want to say. Somewhere around there. I know it's slightly above $8,000, which seems absurd, but there are people that have that much money. But yeah, most people just stop at VIP 3 or VIP 5. Because realistically, to the average person, that's as far as you would ever go. You could go a little bit further than that, but there isn't too many things worth going for, unless you just really want to buy a lot of gems for whatever reason, if you had the money. Anyways, let's go back to PvP. Next kingdom in event keys, it is going to be Drifting Sands. Not Drifting Sands. It is going to be Leonis Empire, the kingdom next to Drifting Sands. But yes, event keys are super relevant next week. There's nothing new in the event key drop table, but it does have Divine Ishbala, which is this. So obviously it's ridiculously good. Everything about it is insanely powerful. And it also has Corvash in the drop table, which is the best stunner in the game, as well as a really good true damage troop, and it's just overall really nice. Also, there's a mythic in the drop table as well. It's the most useless one pretty much in the game, but still, it's a mythic nonetheless, so it's still good to go and obtain. Because you might need it eventually, like for the kingdom upgrade. Every kingdom you'll eventually need to get the mythic for, because 10 stars on every kingdom does require you to own the mythic from the kingdom. Are the devs aware of the low resolution assets on Android? Yes. I believe that's by design, isn't it? Just to make sure it doesn't lag as much. And there are some assets that are going to be revamped next patch. There are some visual changes being done next patch. Mainly to the map, but I believe a few other ones are also being modified. And it should be better for mobile users just so it doesn't lag as much. or use up as much data. Oh yeah, have they ever even showed a image of the map yet in the spoiler? Oh yes, they have. Okay, I was gonna say. Wait, I don't think they showed an image of the underworld yet though. I think they only did the overworld. What tips do I have for Arena? Well, if playing it normally, because the way I normally play Arena is not how you're supposed to play Arena. Once you have Dawnbringer, you play it in a really, really ridiculously weird way, where all you do is basically just pick anything that's a mana generation for it, or a thing that's yellow. So the way that you play with Dawnbringer is insanely weird compared to normal. But, basically, what you're looking for when you're first doing your draft is as many mana generators as you can, and at least one damage source. Generally, you do your damage source off your ultra rare, and your first two are mana generators. So, yeah, first pick, try finding mana generator or something that can do a solid single target damage, or really any damage. And then from there, you go into your rare pick, try making it completely different colors, try making a mana generator into a weapon or into something that might be on the final one. Though generally, you just do it into your weapon because it's the most consistent one. And then you just figure out what you want for your ultra rare. Generally, your ultra rare will have the highest amount of stats. Not always the case, but generally it will be higher than anything else. Sometimes even your hero, though more often than not, it's actually never mind. Your hero will be higher, but because they ended up revamping how that works in that game mode. But yeah, your hero is normally gonna be higher than the ultra rare, not by much though. But basically, just always try to focus getting on every color. Also, brown-blue banner is always active in the arena for whatever reason. So do use that to your advantage. Hero Sword is also insanely powerful because of that reason in Arena. So even though it's the first weapon you start out with, for the longest time when you're starting as a newer player, it's actually the best weapon to use in Arena. When we're starting our new account, you're going to be seeing me use Hero Sword a lot in Arena. I probably won't be picking Peasant and stuff as much, which I normally would on my main account if we were making a legitimate team. But I wouldn't be when I'm starting as a newer player, just because we are always going to be using Hero Sword for the most part. The only two really good weapons you can get as a newer player are War and Peace from KZL after doing Adana, and Creeping Death, which you get from 250 wins on Necromancer. And I think personally I would actually go for Creeping Death, just because I would want to use it for soul farming as well while I'm doing that. And we could build like a early game soul farming team out of it or something. And we can also use it for PvP for passive souls, since we might not get something like Dragon Soul or something for a while. So Necromancer would pretty much be our alternative for that for a while. The only big issue with using that, though, in early game is Necromancer is really bad in first slot. And generally you use your hero in first slot a lot when you're first starting out. It's because your hero is tankier than anything else you have. Unless you just get really lucky with a mythic or a legend out of nowhere. I know, Dawnbringer is basically the equivalent of cheating in Arena. Is that overpowered in Arena? It is definitely overpowered in Arena. It's also, as of several months ago, impossible to fight someone who's using Dawnbringer in Arena. If they're using Dawnbringer, it gets transformed into one of 5 other different weapons. But it's impossible to find someone with Dawnbringer in Arena. But you can still use Dawnbringer in Arena, oddly enough. So, yeah, Dawnbringer is just insanely overpowered. The strongest weapon that isn't Dawnbringer that you can use in Arena, you get a 37 green, 37 yellow, and it's Runic Blade. Main reason it's so good is you get 10 to all stats per kill you get. And in Arena, 10 to all stats is ridiculously high. You're almost doubling your stats with 10 to all stats. And down it goes. Hello, Zork. Welcome. Also, hello, Laura, as well. Welcome. If anyone else does any other questions or anything I may have missed, let me know, and we'll make sure to go over them. Let's see. What Kingdom Troops is next week's raid boss? Next week's raid is Leonis Empire. So we'll be stuck with things like Korvash, Divine Ishbala. What other things do we have? The troop itself, the raid troop. Actually, what would the team be? I didn't even think about that. Because we are stuck with a lot of useless stuff. Leonis Empire has a lot of decent things here and there. But I don't think it would have anything that's particularly good for raids is the problem. Yeah, I'll go double check. Also, he's using a really weird double summon team. I say that, but he's actually probably going to kill us. We'll go get that down. because we'll have an issue with killing the Hindla, and even once we do, we're still gonna have the issue with the other thing. Okay, so I actually don't want to kill that yet because I want to Infernus kill it, so we'll go kill both of them simultaneously. We just had an extra turn and the explosion ruined it. Stop. I hate when it does that. Okay, I'm just gonna Ubestead it. It's gonna be a bit overkill. Oh no, I can't now. Fail. Okay. Well, let's go throw an Ubestead now. Super overkill. Actually, you know what? That's way too overkill. I'm going to just go do that. So we do that. Get our explosion. Now we'll throw Ubestead finally. And now we just have to deal with hero. Should be fine. Get another explosion down. Get another explosion on top of that. And then it goes. Let's see. There was a question that was just asked and I didn't answer it. Let's see. Can you tell if there was an easy gold farming next week? Wait, what? If there is an easy gold farm event next week? No, that is this week. I don't believe they ever repeat the exact same one. You were able to do that this week with the glob thingy, that cube, whatever that's called. You can still do it for several more hours as well if you have time. 400 gold with every PvP and Explore. And whenever it's available on Explore, it's really good to do as well. You can just spam it in whatever kingdom you need arcane trait stones in and Explore. And you'll just keep getting 400 gold on top of it every single time. You just use something like Sunbird, whatever the event troop is, followed by Firebomb, followed by your hero using anything. And you'll gain hero HP, you'll gain 400 extra gold or whatever the bonus is, and all that good stuff. But yeah, you have it available right now for another 6 hours, 23 minutes. Next week is almost guaranteed not going to be it. As far as what it's going to be, I believe it's going to be treasure maps. No, never mind, they don't do treasure maps anymore. Maybe 2 times trait stones. It's definitely not going to be gold. I can say that much. But we'll find out next week. What do we have in mail? Souls. Grab that. And let me actually go check Leonis Empire. That's what I was going to go do. But yeah, here's everything that we can do in raids next week. Plus the raid troop, of course. Plus any weapon we want. Okay, let's go in here. Go into Leonis Empire. And here's all of our choices. And as far as what's in the event key drop table, it's a Mira, which is blue counter, true damage. Divine Ishbala, which you guys probably know by now. It's probably one of the best troops in the game. Definitely top 10, so great to have. Corvash's best stunner, a great mana drain, and just really good overall. Really high true damage, really high damage overall anyways, even if it wasn't true damage. Falconer would be in the drop table, though it's very rarely relevant. Manticore would be in the drop table. It's one of the cheapest imperviouses in the entire game. That's actually viable, so it's pretty nice. Moneylender's great, but it's not in the event key drop table. Monster Muncher is going to be in the event key drop table. It's not really that relevant, unless monsters ever became meta, but they currently aren't. Pride Guard would be, but he's pretty useless. The Mythic of Orpheus would be there, though it's one of the worst Mythics in the entire game, if not the absolute worst. Though yet it's still a Mythic nonetheless, so you still need to get it eventually. And that's everything that would be in the drop table. So as far as what's actually viable to use for this event, almost none of it. I think I'm going to go Divine Ishbala, try using it as a skull spamming troop, and just use it with Mang in first slot. I might actually have to use Titan next week or something. We'll have to see. Maybe we'll skip on it a couple days and then just tighten them down. I'll have to determine that, but yeah, I believe I'm just going to be using a quick Mang into Divine Ishbala, and that's going to be the biggest strategy we'll be using to actually destroy them. Because we don't have many other options other than that. Moneylender, I need a gold gain. Where's a good gold gain in this kingdom? We can't use our weapon for it. That'd be a complete waste. Not a single thing in this kingdom actually gains gold properly. We could use a hero class for it, but I'm currently leveling a wrong one. So it wouldn't really be that useful. Probably no, Assassin wouldn't be because you can't actually instant kill the hero thingy. There's 3 of them that have it. Warden, Archer, and Assassin all have 5 gold per turn. And I believe those would actually be really good to use for this. So maybe we'll go use Warden next week. Who knows? There's very excessively few things you would ever bother using Warden for. Like, ridiculously excessively few. But one thing it does have is 5 gold per turn. And that would actually be really good in raids next week, given the condition of what the troop actually does. So yeah, if you're already using a hero class that needs that, or uses that, probably want to go set that. Biggest issue if we were to go switch to this is nothing else about it is particularly good, except maybe starting with Barrier. And that's about it. The only thing that would really be any over the top. Well, I guess Hunter's Mark. We would be able to use that on the first 3, and combine that with Divine Ishbala Skull Spam into a Mank, and kind of go from there. We'd also get 30% dodge if we were to actually go and get it that far. which would definitely be useful, but we're not going to get it that leveled. It would take too much time. Of course, I could just use Archer or something, which actually would fit pretty well. The instant kills we'd be able to use as well. So, I don't know, maybe we'll consider using Archer some. Has 50% Mana Star, has that instant kill, and we got a bunch of things that we could use here, like Hunter's Mark, into Entangle first slot so we don't get hit. Oh no, never mind, we can't do that because we need the gold. That's the whole point for even setting this, is we need a gold. But if nothing else, we have Hunter's Mark into gold gain, into 30% dodge, which all three is very relevant against the stuff that we're going to be up against. Mainly the gold gain is what we really need, and only that tree has gold gain on it. So, I don't know, we can consider it. I don't know if we're actually going to go down that route, but we'll see. Oh, hello, Gabriel. I didn't even realize that that was Salty. I thought that name looked familiar. But yeah, Salty ended up joining us. Welcome. Also, I ended up messaging you on the forum, by the way. I don't know if you replied back yet or not. But glad you could join us. Okay, what do we need here? Also, when are you doing your preview stream for next patch? And when do you think I can stream it? A lot of people have been asking about it. Like a lot. Like a ridiculous amount. Let's see. We'll go move that over. Go through our Infernus. Next week? That sounds good. Is that next week as in the following Tuesday? You're just going to randomly say, hey, we're going to be releasing it tomorrow. Okay, we just got a pet. Let's go get that real quick. Wait, have we upgraded this one yet? We can actually check this by clicking this. Oh, we already have. I'm not going to bother it then. Also, Salty, are excess pets ever going to have a purpose? Like excess pet food? There's nothing to use excess pet food on. And I've noticed ever since I've been mythicking pets, I just kind of ignore them now. The ones that are already upgraded, because there's nothing you use them for. You don't need extra copies of them once you max them, nor do you need the pet food anymore once you max them. Because the game gives way more pet food than you ever actually need. Naturally. Let's see. Okay, we'll just get a poke down. Get a Ubistet down. A firebomb and another firebomb. Or not. Here, I have Infernus then. Oh, no, there we go. On the RimWorld page, you saw that there was a new Kingdoms, Hall of Guardians, All-Seeing Eye, and Sea of Sorrow, and Crypt Keeper. Do you know anything about it? Yes, I do, but I'm not allowed to say anything about it. I know all the things. And so does Salty. I think the only one we officially have the troop things for on the spoiler thread are for the first ones coming out, though. Are they kingdoms? They're factions, which is what the other thing ended up showing from earlier. It's basically the new kingdom, essentially. We'll go through that down. Get an Ubistet. Oh, you never did stream with her, did you? I never realized that. She's always on the forums in the chat. Well, maybe not the forum, but I always see her in chat on occasion, and in your streams. I didn't think about that, but she never did stream with you, did she? Okay, let's just go get the red down, get the purple, get Infernus. Just double Ubistet here. What else do we need? Get a blue. Go throw that into this first slot, actually second slot. Oops, okay. I almost misclicked that. That was a fail. But double kill it. Get the Ubistet on it. And then we just need to kill both of these two and do the exact same thing again. I need to damage him somehow. And now we just need to get Ubistet on it after we damage one of them slightly. Please get full mana somehow. That is not full mana. Well, I guess we kill it normally. Just throw that down. And dead. Also, good morning, Brian. Welcome. Okay, we'll go take the yellow down. Go for brown. It'll just get a bit of mana on us. I don't have any way to go and get rid of the drain spam he has. So we just need to get our mana up quickly to get it down. So we're gonna go take that real quick. I need one more big burst damage though. I don't think a scroll's gonna be enough, but it's still damage nonetheless. So we'll go for it, and hopefully that's enough. Yes, it is. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. And now we just need to do that again somehow. Take yellow because he's just gonna remove them anyways. We'll take a purple, throw another little mana down, go from there. Take the reds over. Go throw in Furnace. Get an Ubistet. He's not even remotely close. What else do we need to move around? I guess we'll just take a red to green. Put this down on you since we can't target the other one. And it would scroll it like that. Didn't even need to go for it. It just takes itself. Oh yeah, that's funny. I almost forgot about that. But yeah, Salty, are you going to send the Mab costume for Halloween? You said last year you would consider it. I know it was kind of just said as a joke, but I would definitely do it. Let's see. I don't even have any Halloween costumes, so it would be my new Halloween costume. Let's see. Go get that down. Yeah, I think it would be hilarious. We got another Ubistet down. You were only half joking? Does that mean I'll get half a map costume? Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do we even need to move? Take Skull over. Throw, you don't have anything good move here. Nothing is worth taking. I guess we'll just move that. Luckily we cascaded. Stop getting mana. He doesn't even have half mana to start though. It feels so weird seeing any team that doesn't have half mana to start these days. Oh, I could have actually gone for Skull Spam first. Not that big a deal. All we need to do is throw another Infernus. And your turn already. And we'll just take Revenge. Oh, there we go. There's a normal team. Suna is new Bay of the block. Suna does look pretty nice. She's not that useful this late in the game, though. She's really good at not dying, but that's about it. We'll go get that down. Get a nice Ubistet on it. Yep, I'm gonna take the mana first. And that should be match, as long as that stays there. And it just goes down, taking a Furnace. I probably should have went for the Skull. Either way, it dies. We're almost at 30,000, though we're still miles away from leaderboard, even with 30,000. Okay, we'll move that over. Get a Infernus down. Hopefully have alignment on something. Doesn't look like it, so we'll just throw Ubistets. Wait, why am I even trying? We're up against Firebombs. There's no point in even doing anything if we're up against Firebombs. Just let him Firebomb and here we go. Okay, just take Revenge. Looks like a normal-ish team. Oh yeah, how was the movie? I almost forgot to ask about that. But yeah, during the previous stream, Zeddicus ended up saying he went to the movies. So how did that end up going? I probably will be Tuesday? Thursday? No, I mean, yeah, Tuesday this week I'll probably be heading out. I still don't know what I'll be seeing. Any of you have recommendations? Okay. We'll go and, I'll take blue over. Go get a hit on Ubistet because we don't want Ubistets. Kill Ubistet with Ubistet. And go from there. Now we just have to deal with Infernus. We do not have alignment, I don't believe, so we'll move that over. Get full mana, throw Infernus to bring it in kill range. Actually, we don't even need to do that, we'll just do it that way. And then it goes. Okay, what do we need here? We'll take green, the yellow over. I keep calling green yellow. I do that so often. They're kind of similar. What else do we need to move around? I guess I'll try for a yellow drop. Hey, we actually got it. Pure luck. Get Ubistet down. But you gotta try for it, else you never get them. And I guess we try going for Ubestead on that. It doesn't look like it's going to work. We'll just go through that, and then one hit will do it. There it goes. Keep getting common ingots. Give us a bigger one. Justice Team. I haven't seen Justice Team for a while. It's using a little bit weird version of it. It's using a Mercy on it, which normally you wouldn't use. It's a bit overkill. Just a little bit. Actually, that kind of helps us. Oops, why'd I do that? Fail. For whatever reason, I thought that would cascade yellow. We'll move that over. But you gotta be careful. It is a Justice Team. It can win out of nowheres if it feels like it. At least we can't be... Oh, no, we can't be frozen on blue. Okay, gotta be careful with that as well, apparently. So I'll go get Ubestead here. After that, we should be fine, as long as he doesn't start doing justice like crazy. We are frozen on yellow, so I actually can't grab that. I don't have a cleanse for it at the moment, so we'll just let it have it. It's going to get a Valkyrie, but it doesn't actually use Valkyrie anymore, so there we go. We get another hit down, start doing it on Queen Maps, if we go double hit it, and that's match. If I can click the button. I don't know, Bonnie Rose I'd probably have to say is my favorite. She's not that useful these days, though. Or at least this late in the game. But as far as her art style, I really like it. Okay, let's just go get kill out Infernus. I still don't understand what this person is doing with this team. I'm still under the impression he thinks that's a Gorgoltha and just hasn't bothered setting it correctly. I'm almost guaranteed that he thinks that Infernus is a Gorgoltha. Just because they look somewhat similar, and then he didn't bother checking it. I'm almost 100% certain he thinks that's Gorgoltha. Because why else would you use Infernus first slot on a team like that? It just doesn't make any sense. But if it was Gorgoltha, it'd be a 4x KZL team. Oh, you know why? He might have done that for a daily task. I didn't think about that. He probably said it as a daily task and then forgot about it. That's weird to use Infernus for that, though. There's a lot of better options than Infernus if you're just quickly wiping out a team with your first slot. But yeah, maybe he went down the Infernus route so he could do an Explorer or something. Okay, we'll take purple. Get a explosion down. Hello, Gotug. Welcome. Let's go kill out the mana drain so we don't have to deal with that. See what else we can get here. I guess we'll try for yellow into anything, or not. You gotta try for it. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. It's great when it does happen, though. Normally it's only about a 1 in 7. We'll take that out. I think we throw... which one do we throw first? I'm actually gonna throw Infernus first, because there's a 50% chance he revives. You've gotta be kidding me. He lives with 1 HP. What do I do about that? I actually have no way to clear that out quickly. I guess we throw Infernus and then just Ubestead. Okay, good. It goes down. What else do we need here? Let's go with the Owlbear, I guess. Weak enough. Doesn't look like it has anything too strong there. Get a nice Infernus down. Take Browns over. Get Ubestead in there. And what else do we need? I guess we'll store Infernus. And then it goes. Need one more little poke, and that will easily do it. A lot of little pokes. And let's take a Revenge Rival against pretty much the exact same team. Oh yeah, Salty. Is the following patch, not 4.0 obviously, but is the PvP rework still planned? And is there something planned to, like, make the Fen teams different in PvP? Because I know you guys were mentioning, like, a while back, I don't know if that's still the plan, that you would do some kind of PvP rework ideally by the end of this year. Yeah, we could definitely use that. That or a Divine counter. Okay, throw that down. Your lips are sealed? Was that referring to what I said? That's unfortunate. There are some other things that we would like to bring to the game first that we have planned over the next year. Ooh. That sounds interesting. Okay, we'll go and oh, let's take purple. Oh wait, why am I not taking skull? We're up against fire bombs. Keep forgetting. Okay, I guess we'll try killing it. We already came this far. Then this Ubis did it. Oh, we just got our ultra rare ingot. I believe that's enough to actually go upgrade our almost last ultra rare weapon. I think we'll have the last one upgraded on, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. Because I probably won't be playing too much on Tuesday. Let's see. Go grab our mail. Grab that mess. Only 84 souls, but that's better than nothing. What was I doing? I'm going to go and Soulforge is where I'm heading. See if we have any upgrades and then go get our thing. I think I already converted them earlier, but I'm going to do it again. Get that upgraded, and yes, we can make one ultra rare. And I believe that is enough, or kind of enough. We're pretty much right on top of it. Let's go and check it real quick. Go to troops. Come on, lag. You got this. Go, 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 go. Oh, there it goes. I was going to say, it gives us enough time to support her, but apparently not. Okay. Let's go and find the weapon. Doesn't matter which one we do, but let's go get one of them upgraded. Where are we? Weapons. Search by rarity. Scroll down 1,000 times. And almost there. And we'll do this one. Exactly enough! Wow, look at that. 28 on the dot. And there we go. Now we only have one more ultra rare weapon in the entire game to go get up, which is the Scythe of Corruption. And we only need 29 or 28 more ultra rare ingots for that. Technically 25 because we have 3 of them tomorrow once the PvP reset ends. So basically we need 25 more ultra rare ingots to get this thing up. And yeah, then we're done with all ultra rares. And then we move on to epics, which is going to take forever and a half. Then legends, which is going to take a year or more. And then mythics, which are going to take like some absurd amount of time. Like 2-3 years in the current state of the game. Probably be a little bit easier later on with other stuff, but still it's gonna take a while, to say the least. Also, I need to stop upgrading my epic ingots into legendary so I can actually start getting epic weapons upgraded themselves. I could already had like 3 epic weapons, or 2 more epic weapons upgraded for a total of 4. I think I only have 2.5 right now. I have Prey Seeker and I have this bow, which isn't that far. We have like 20-something epic weapons. Yeah, I only have 2 of them upgraded, so we've got a while to go. That's for sure. Anyways. Let's see. Do I have unowned weapons? No. I have every weapon in the game, currently. If I click on unowned, there's just ones that aren't supposed to be here, I believe. Like, this isn't... None of these 4 are currently in the game. This one's coming in tomorrow, and these other 3 are coming in soon, TM. I have no clue when, but obviously this one will be coming in during one of the... actually, this one's probably coming in the following week. It's Blighted Lands weapon. So the next Blighted Lands event is not next week, but the following week. And it's also Invasions that week, so that would make sense that they would give a weapon that does more damage to towers. It's a pretty useless weapon because it doesn't have armor tier or anything. Maybe at the lower level range it might get used some, but at that point you can use literally anything, so why would you bother using a weapon for it? And more often than not, especially outside of towers, you would just use Black Manacles instead. You'd have no need to actually use this weapon. So it's a pretty underwhelming weapon. It's going to almost never be used ever. Same as this gold sun thingy. All it does is give gold. So both of those are just never going to be used. I don't think either of these were going to be good either. Let me see. Deal damage to an enemy. Create 4 reds. Boosted by... Oh, that could actually be useful if Tauruses ever became not useless. Create 10 reds. Deal damage to an enemy. Boosted by red gems. This probably will never be relevant. Simply because if you needed this mechanic, you would just use burn in combination with that 10 mana cost giant that deals triple damage or double damage, whatever he does, to burning. And you just use him instead. Would be way better than this weapon. So at least it gives your hero a way to be like that troop. So, yeah, maybe it might be okay. It might actually be used in the mountain. Actually, you know what? There is a purpose for this troop possibly. It might be used in place of that troop I just mentioned in a 4x giant team in Stormheim eventually. That could be the case. It depends what other giants they added in the future. But at the moment, that wouldn't be viable at all. And there isn't really much I could think of that you'd really bother bringing it out for, that you just wouldn't use something else for to begin with. But yeah, I own every weapon in the game that is currently obtainable. Let's see. Which one do we go for? I guess we just take our highest battle. I hate having to fight this team, though. Even if we use Core Vash, I don't like taking out this team. Okay, we'll move that down. Take ourselves a purple over. Grab that, throw in Furnace. Go from there. Take brown over. Full mana. Take blue. Why not? Go get that down. A bunch of random everything. I'm actually going to try hitting his first slot here with this, just so it kills the first 2 slots, ideally. There we go. And now we just Furnace that, kill both of them out, go from there. I guess we'll overkill it with this. And ideally, I need to actually hit the other one. Killing this immediately isn't really going to speed up the battle at all. There we go. Now it will. And then we just Ubistet it, and it dies because it moved to the same location. The Ubistet instant kill targets whatever the location is where the troop died. So if you kill out the troop and then a troop replaces it, it's just going to instantly kill the other one. Yeah, Ubistet's the only troop in the game that can actually kill like that, which is really convenient because it speeds up a lot of battles that would otherwise take forever. You can still counter it with Core Vash, but you'd have to go out of your way to go build a Core Vash. There isn't anything excessively fast that uses Core Vash. Except maybe like a Guard's Avatar armor spam team or something with Honor. Oh, why did I do that? I could have already won if I just cast an Ubistet. Oops. I'm going to have to take a whole extra cast just to go kill it. Only wastes like 5 seconds though. Spider? There's no spider here. Yeah, I am so afraid of spiders. Okay, we'll move that over. Take a purple. Go throw an Infernus down. Go from there. And if we just Ubistet for double kill, and he'll kill himself out with Firebomb as soon as he figures out what all the extra turns are. It's actually quicker to let the extra, it's quicker to let the AI take all the extra turns because they will find it immediately, whereas it'll take you a few seconds to find each one. Or maybe not a few seconds, but you know, the AI can do it way quicker than a human can. So if there's multiple extra turns, it's sometimes quicker just to let the AI do it if it's using a useless team like Firebombs. Okay, we'll go kill that out because it's annoying. Go throw a nice Furnace in there. Something should die out off of that. Then we'll get Ubistet, and then he's dead. Oh, come on, cast. Okay, come on. There we go. How did nothing die? That's bad. Gains HP every single thing as well. I'll go grab that. Still need a little bit more mana. And if this hits the first slot and last slot, it wins right now. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. And down it goes. Let's see. Could we actually make a leaderboard? If we tried all the way until reset, I think we could. Though, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to work on a video instead in that time. Yeah, we'd need at minimum 7,000 more points. Probably more towards 8,000 by the time we actually reach that point. But, yeah, that's going to take too long. Plus, we need the Ultra Rares anyways. We want to go get the Ultra Rares capped out, so that'll be the way we do it. Hey, a pet gnome. I forget if I still have a pet active. Did anyone recall the timer on it earlier? I think I'm still just going to kill it. I don't know. Otherwise, I'd have to wait it out. I could go ask my guild or something, but I don't know, I think we're just going to kill it. Okay, let's go and... I don't know, let me go double check the timer from earlier. I don't think I ever stayed on the screen long enough to have it on. Now we're going to go ask the guild. What is he doing? He's trying to win. Okay, we can kill it right now. Let's go ask the guild. How much time on pet? Oh no! Chat's not working. Disconnect. Leave. Connect. Plus we got kicked out of Global Chat 1, and now we're back in it somehow. Okay. How much time on pet? Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait it out. However much it is. But that being said, I guess we'll end the stream here then. It's been an hour anyways. Because if it is like 10 minutes or something, obviously we're not just going to sit here on stream for 10 minutes. But yeah, or maybe we will. Who knows? But what do you guys have as far as questions or anything you want to mention? Let me know. Of course, tomorrow we're going to be going over the new event. Tuesday, we're going to be reading the new story that's coming in. Other than that, let's see. What other big things are happening next week? Bounty Hunters next Friday. We're getting the Elemental Pet on Wednesday. I believe I'll actually be able to get it maxed on that day as well, which is pretty nice. It's great with Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb. You actually get extra stats because of that. All three of them are elementals, so it works out quite perfectly. Would be great if they ever added an elemental hero as well in that synergy. Other than that, especially if you had the storm tree. Other than that, what else is coming next week? Thursday is Knight class event. It's the worst hero class in the entire game that they definitely need a buff by giving it like 2 armor to all knights or something. But it is currently useless. And other than that, that's pretty much everything that's happening next week. And then hopefully next patch soon, TM. Let's see. Install the game on your phone and it has the pet notif. Wait, does it actually have that on there now? I know that they added a bunch of things for it. I didn't even notice that though. But anyways, guys, I don't think anyone else has any questions, so I'll be heading out for now. Thank you all so much for coming down. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. And I guess I'll see you all later. Thanks for stopping by, and have a wonderful week, everyone. Goodbye, everyone.